Hello and welcome to today's video. Today I'm talking about pencil cases, and particularly pencil cases that come in the form of the tray pencil case. Now, for those of you not familiar, this is a tray pencil case. This is the Rhodia version. I'm going to talk about this a little bit more later. The basic concept is that it zips open and then opens up to be basically like an open tray, and you can then use this out on your desk, and it's great for sort of art supplies or people that use a lot of different products. That is the basic tray pencil case. So I have 5 of these to look at today that range on different ends of the budget, as well as, to a degree, quality, and basically, and also materials and things like that. I'm going to talk about a vague idea of what they hold, show them opening up, all those kinds of things, talk about the price, and let's just get cracking. So the first one I'm going to look at today is at the lowest end of this price band that I'm looking at, and it's this. This is the brand called Smash, and this is sold in Big W here in Australia. That's like a Target or a Walmart kind of style store, and part of their stationery range is this Smash range, and this Smash pencil case here, as you can see, opens up into a very generous sized tray. This is one of the bigger of these that I'm going to be looking at today. This retails in Australia, these are Australian prices I'm talking about today, for $8. So this is pretty good. This particular one is called the Adrift desktop pencil case. The Adrift being the pattern there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a basic sort of idea of what they can hold. The first thing I'm putting in today is something that a lot of pencil cases, smaller pencil cases particularly, struggle with, and that is the Blackwing pencil. Now I have 12 here of the Blackwing Errors edition, and you can see that in terms of length they fit just. That is sort of pushing the ends of that. The other thing I have here, just for the size, is 12 generic Sharpies. These are the real Sharpies, of course. I bought these as a prop for this, but we all sort of know what sort of size a Sharpie is. So I have 12 of them here as well, and pop those in, and then we're just going to see how this closes up. And you can see that being one of the larger ones, closes up fairly well. It does have a couple of little issues with the actual case folding in and things like that. A feature a lot of these cases have, and this one has, is the little where the zip goes all the way around to the back. This one has a little clip that comes off, which is okay, but the nice function of that is that it's actually also a decent handle, and if you're storing it sort of downways into your bag, a good way of sort of pulling them out as well. So you can see that they all fit nice and comfortably in there. So this is one of the bigger ones that I'll be looking at today, the Smash Adrift desktop pen case, $8 in Australia. The next one I want to look at is the Kokuyo here. This is the C2 tray type pencil case. This is just one of their versions. This is one I've had for a little while, so it's seen some love. Same sort of thing, with the zip runs over the back there. Once again, has the little clip that you can take that off if you desire, or open up if you desire. It doesn't change the function of the case if it's done up or not. It's got a nice strong clip on it. And you can see this is a slightly smaller one. Oh, there we go. We've got a little ruler in there as well. Forgot about that one. And this, as you can see, this one has, as well as the main tray there, it has these little side slots, which, as I said, make a good spot for a ruler. This is slightly smaller. Like if we look at this opened up next to the Smash, you see it is considerably smaller. Let's just see what it can hold. Let's start here with the Blackwings. So the issue here that we have with the Blackwings is that they're just a little bit sort of too long. Now, it will do up and everything, but once again, you are pushing the externals of the case out there, but they will fit. But let's just see how it goes with the Sharpies. So there's 12 of these generic brand Sharpies, and that holds that very comfortably. So you've got a nice amount of carry in these sorts of cases as well, as they open out into that sort of square shape. Once again, that little pull tab, nice and comfortable with the 12 Sharpies. You easily fit more in there as well. So this was the Kokuyo C2 tray type pencil case, which in Australia retails for $18 from the brand Kokuyo. The next one I want to look at today is slightly different. It is from the brand Lihit Lab, which is a brand I love, and this is the Altna. Now you can see it is a different concept of the tray pen case. It's not one of these ones that opens out square. It's also not material. This is like a silicone kind of material. Pull the zipper over, and very simply, this one just opens out. It's a slightly different shape, slightly different design and concept. In Australia, the Lihit Lab Altna Tray pen case is the large in the navy blue, retails for just under 17 Australian dollars. So not too badly priced really, but too short there for the unsharpened Blackwing pencils, which is a good sign of the measure of it. And then if we put these 12 Sharpies in here, it fits very nicely. It's kind of like a bit like a glasses case in a lot of ways. Fits well, but the issue I have with this case is that there's no really comfortable way to get the zip going. Once it's opened out, like, you are having to sort of hold everything in, and then that doesn't want to go over. So like, you have to pinch it in weird ways and get things, and it's just awkward, and it's definitely not my favorite of these tray pen cases, but it is a tray pen case, and you know, deserved a look. So the Lihit Lab Altna tray pencil case there. Now we're going to move up the price chain considerably and look at that Rhodia tray pen case here. This is the Rhodiarama tray pen case, and this is the sage color. I really do like this color, and I really like the contrast with the orange on the inside. Once again, it's got that zip that runs all the way around onto a clip. Very handy. It's a feature I do really enjoy. It does open up nicely to a fairly decent size case. The material I don't love. It's this sort of faux leather. Like the first two we looked at were like nylon-y kind of material. Now we get this sort of faux leather, and I just think it feels cheap. It feels cardboardy, and you can see it kind of like creases and stuff, and it just feels not great. The issue with that being that in Australia this retails for just under $30. So we are a huge step up in price. The good thing about this case is its size. Easy fit for those Blackwings. You know, the 12 Sharpies go in there. Let's see, also I've got 5 Pilot Varsity fountain pens there, and I've got some in the zip. That might just be pushing it. Let's take a couple of those Varsities out. There we go. So, the 12 Sharpies, the 12 Blackwings, and 3 Pilot Varsities all fit in there. It's pushing it to its capacity, but it does an okay job. But I think the quality of this material and the feel of it lets this down, in my opinion. It just doesn't feel as nice, even as some of those nylon ones. So, the Rhodiarama tray pen case in the Sage, around just under $30 Australian. Now another considerable jump up in price, and what you're getting now is sort of quite a luxury case in this respect. Obviously none of these are leather. There are leather cases like this available. I'm just looking at sort of more stock standardy materials, and this one is the Bellroy. This is the Bellroy pencil case, is basically what it's called, and it is made of recycled plastic bottles with like genuine leather tabs and all those kinds of things. This is a luxury product made in Australia, designed in Australia by an Australian company. This is once again my sort of personal one. It has seen some things. I've used this for quite a while, but in saying that, I have used this for quite a while, and it's looking pretty good. Like, there's a little bit of an ink stain and things like that, to be expected, seeing as though the use it gets, but not so bad. So it's designed in Australia. It's made in India. This particular finish, not available anymore, but there are a range of them, and they come out with like new colors and things seasonally. Now you can see here at this point it doesn't open out into that sort of typical tray case. If we open the zip all the way through, the way this becomes the tray is you actually fold it back open. And now it's not the most like attractive of tray cases, but this is a feature of it, and it's designed to sit open like that on your desk. And it's not the biggest either, so the capacity of this is not going to be the same as like the Rhodia or particularly that Smash from Big W. But if we put the 12 Sharpies in there, we see they fit relatively comfortably. And then length, we can't quite fit the black wings in there, so let's put a couple of those varsities in there to see just how much it can hold. So there's the 5 varsities. It's got one thing I do like about this case is that even when it's opened out, it is very secure. It stays open nicely for you, and I've done a full review of this one, which I'm not sure where it's coming out in sequence with this, but it sort of shows, you know, a couple of things I like and dislike about this particular case. And that, let's see if that closes up with the, well, what is 17 pens in there. Pushing it, but I think we could get this done up. Not quite. Okay, let's take a couple out again. Okay, so we got it done up with 15, and that's stretching it to its capacity. That's 12 Sharpies and 3 of the varsity pens. Now, these pen cases are not cheap. This is 55 Australian dollars, made by a very good company. So you have to decide whether it's worth it. If I had to choose 2 of these cases, as ones that I would personally use, I would go with the Bellroy, which I've used a lot because I think it's sturdy. It's got a really great, you know, finger loop there. It's well made. It's, you know, reliable. It's very sturdy. And then the other one I would choose would be the Kokuyo C2 tray style pen case, simply because it's a little bit more affordable, has a decent capacity, but also it's that convenient sort of size. It feels better than the Rhodia, which is a little bit bigger and more expensive, even though it is still that sort of cheaper material. I do like the fact it has those little sleeves on the inside. It's just a very sort of sturdy, very usable, small tray pen case. And if you're after one of these cases that sits open, these are great for everything from, you know, your pencils and, you know, work pens and pencils through artistic supplies. But also you could use this for, you know, makeup and things like makeup brushes and those kinds of things if you wanted to, because being able to sit open like that, it gives you easy access to the things as you're using them. So this was a range of these tray style pen cases. I'll run over these again. We have the Smash Adrift from Big W, about 8 Australian dollars. The Kokuyo C2, about 18 Australian dollars. The Lihit Lab Altna, with its tricky little zip there, which retails in Australia for, once again, around 17 to 18 Australian dollars. The Rhodia here, Rhodiarama, about just under 30 Australian dollars. And then the Bellroy, which is a beautiful case that, so this has been, I've used this for quite a while, and although it's like stained a little bit and things like that, it just is such an awesome case, and that retails for about 55 Australian dollars. So I think you do get kind of what you pay for to a degree. The cheaper end, you're going to get what you get. Great capacity, big size, not great materials, not exactly the most beautiful design features around and patterns and things like that. More probably aimed at students. And you can see them filling that with, you know, the textures and that kind of stuff. And this sort of mid-range you get, you know, I'm not a huge fan of this Lihit Lab one. Once again, different design, different concept. The Kokuyo I love. Rhodia I'm not a huge fan of. And then the Bellroy, you really do get what you pay for. So I hope you found this video interesting and useful. If you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notifications button if you want to stay up to date with the videos that I produce. Please feel free to get in touch using any of the platforms listed below. You can find me on Instagram or Twitter at @_offstage_me, or you can contact me on any of my videos here, or drop me an email which is listed down below. If you've got products you think I should be looking at, or if there's a way you'd like to support the channel by sponsoring a review or providing an item for review, I would love to hear from you. In the meantime, enjoy your pens and your accessories, and I'll talk to you soon.